Thank you, Convener, and thank you, Committee, for hearing us today. We've got two purposes with this deputation. First of all, we want to ask the councillors on the committee to support the motion that's been put forward by Cllr Watt. Secondly, we want to clarify a few points on this whole issue, that there seems to be quite a bit of confusion over it, and I'll start there. First of all, this issue is not about the World Cup. It's not about football, and it's not even about a bank holiday, really. And I'll tell you what it is about. It is about fairness, decency, equity, reasonableness, and a lot of other things that can indicate that Edinburgh Council is a good employer. Now, currently, the bank holiday's gone, right? And we've got no real issue with that, right? Because it was a bank holiday that was related to football. But when the full council debated that, and I get there was a lot of emotion over that, and it was quite a good debate, I have to say, but it asked the wrong question. It asked a straightforward question as, do we give the bank holiday or not? When it should really, and that's a reasonable question to have asked, I have to say, and a reasonable decision was made because it would be cost and schools would have been disrupted. But what the council failed to ask was, what can we do to be decent towards our workforce? That is the question the council should have asked, right? Given that the nighttime economy, rightly so, has benefited and is benefiting from this, from the World Cup. Other councils gave the bank holiday, other public sector organisations gave the bank holiday. Oh, that's fine. But the council never gave anything to its workforce. It really did not consider its workforce. And that is what this is about. And at that point, I'll hand over to Andy from the GMB.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, I mean, we would make the simple point that if the City of Edinburgh Council holds itself as a good employer, it should be asking itself the question, how does it find itself behind Glasgow and the other city councils on this? And also there are GMB members in care that have been put in a position here and that they're working with NHS colleagues who are on overtime, who have been awarded this holiday, you know. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Andy. Does anyone have any questions for Brian or Andy? No, I think you've made yourself very clear. Oh, Councillor, no? I think that was a nice, clear deputation, and very, very welcome. Thank you for coming today. That's a wee while later. And so I expect that you'll be watching it on the webcast.
Sorry, Councillor, if I could just add, there was a public, and I have the document here, that on the 9th of February 2023, the Council awarded a bank holiday for His Majesty's the King's coronation. And we're not giving anything to our workforce. Some people in our workforce will appreciate that, but equally others might not. And I think we need to recognise that the workers as well. Thank you.
Convener, could I ask my question in light of what's been said? Would that be unacceptable or acceptable? Thank you for your deputation. And as a former Trade Union Branch Secretary of Local Government myself, I am very much on the side of workers, but just to be clear, in terms of what was asked of us as a council, it was to give an unfunded public holiday, and I appreciate your comparison with other instances where, like the example you've just given. So in terms of the motion that's before committee this afternoon, I believe that that's a reasonable thing to ask. It's not saying it won't happen. It's, as you and I and others know, this is a very, very seriously underfunded council. So this was an ask from the Scottish Government with no support, financial support for it. So I think we're doing the best we can in taking Councillor Watt's motion this afternoon. Would you agree?
Yep, we're allowed to ask, do you agree?
Yes, we believe it should have been funded. Personally, I believe the King should have dug into some of his coffers for that, but that's a wee bit different argument. But yes, it should have been funded, and it should still be funded. We have, the STUC have requested that from the Scottish Government as well. Thank you.
Thank you for your deputation, and yeah, we'll get to that a bit later, and hopefully you'll be able to watch the webcast. Thank you.